Well, guess what? It's Monday morning, and who cares? Have a good day anyway, right? Seriously, go out there and show them how it's done.
I think I saw some sunshine.
What?
Out there. You didn't look out the window.
No.
Well, she comes in, it's pitch black.
Uh-huh.
The sun is starting to come up, so I think it's going to be a sunny day.
Woohoo! Really warm yesterday.
It was gorgeous.
Wasn't it? We went to Espanola and did a ride with my brother out to...
On your RV?
Yes.
Your side-by-side?
My side-by-side with Jim. And did a trip out to the hunt camp. Now, this hunt camp...
This is your brother's hunt camp?
No, this is the family hunt camp. This hunt camp is 5 generations old. And my great uncles used to go, my grandfather, then my dad and all his brothers, and now all the kids go. And of course, over the years, you hear about these stories, right? You know, and this one did this and this one this. So I always pictured what it would look like.
Had you not ever been to the hunt camp?
Never been there.
4 generations, and you're one of the original ones.
Yeah, seriously, honey. I could have just given,
Yeah.
Yeah, but we went out there, and it was so... It's like a little compound, and you know, like we're like in the mud, we're in the bush, where like things are in my face, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh, there's this little compound in this clearing, and then they all have their tree stands so they can shoot Bambi. I don't get
Bambi,
that part.
Bambi's mother. Come on, get
Bambi's
it right.
mother. Yeah. So that was like I just had the best time.
When you just did that thing, like when everything parted and you sang that note, that was actually quite pretty.
Oh, was it?
Yes, it was. Maybe you learned how to sing at the hunt camp. Are they hunting there right now?
No, November, first week in November.
And is it deer that they hunt or anything?
Yes.
Not okay.
Well, they all get a tag, right?
Oh.
If you get a
but
tag.
But they're looking for deer.
It's a deer or a buck.
Okay. A buck of deer.
A buck of deer.
Kevin just told me a joke about deers in a bar, and I can't tell it now because it's dirty. Before the show. And what about birds and stuff?
Yeah.
Game. Do they shoot game?
They shoot partridge.
Partridge, yeah.
Partridge are stupid. I don't know if you know this, but partridge are
they're not hard. They're not hard to hunt. You can have a gun, and they'll walk right up to you and go, "Hi, how you doing?"
You know what? A side-by-side, vroom, vroom, loud noise. He's standing in the middle of the trail, and he just kind of...
Yeah, I know. My father took me partridge hunting once on Was it on Manitoulin? I don't know. I think we went to Manitoulin. And I couldn't do it.
No, I don't think I could ever.
I couldn't. I have only fired a gun, I think, once in my entire life.
I never have.
See that big scar on my finger?
Yes.
I blame Lulu Kenda for this. The late, great Lulu Kenda. He and his son Tim were going to do target practice in Avery Pits out at Louise Pointe-à-Part area, and I only had a really, really old gun that was my father's from who knows when, and I knew nothing about guns, and I didn't know you probably shouldn't use an old gun that hadn't been cared for or cleaned properly, so I just went in the closet and got the gun, and I went with them, and it was one of the ones you have to like, and you pull it and you put the bullet in. Yeah. Well, I didn't know how to do it, so I think I had it between my knees, and I was like trying to load that, because it was all sticky and rusty, and I pulled it back, and then when I went to put the bullet in, it snapped, and I went, ah! And the whole gun was hanging from my finger. And then it dropped to the ground, and it took all the skin off, and there was bone.
It did, like, it's like,
Yeah, then poor Lukenda, he was a dentist, not a doctor, so he had to, he drove me home, I bled all over his car, and then he wrapped it up really, really good, and then sent me home, hoping that nobody would notice. Well, they did.
Well, of course.
Anyway, it wasn't Lou's fault, it was my fault, and I never, guns, no.
No, I'm not. Jim.
And I couldn't kill the bird. My father shot one, and I was devastated. And then the rest of the time, I said, I'm staying in the car. Yeah. So I stayed in the car with the dead bird, and my father hunted, and I wouldn't get out.
I never have been hunting. Jim doesn't hunt. He doesn't get the whole concept of stalking something and then shooting it.
I'll eat it.
But when we were kids, my dad, of course, being a manic hunter, would dress the partridges downstairs in the basement.
Ooh, like with hats and little...
No.
Oh.
And then he'd cut.
Oh, I pictured dressing your partridge up in like a little suit and tie and...
No.
Okay.
Then he'd cut their feet off.
He'd cut their feet off?
And leave the tendons. And we as kids would
make
walk
them go
around.
like that.
Is that warped?
Yeah, a little bit.
That's a bit warped.
Well, my great-grandmother killed their own chickens.
Yes.
There's some stories about chopping their heads off and they run around the backyard with their heads off because they live after you chop their heads off.
I read a story once, one chicken in Mexico, I believe it was, 16 days lived without his head.
We just found out a fruit fly can live for 16 weeks.
How much information can we give you in one morning?
Because we've had this fruit fly flying around the studio for a long time. They follow me wherever I go.
Yeah.
And it's been flying around the studio. And so Luann said, I'm going to kill this fruit fly today. I was like, it's got to be a different fruit fly. It can't be the same fruit fly from like a week. So I said, Siri, how long does a fruit fly live? And it's 16 weeks. So I guess it is the same son of a gun.
The same son of a gun. He's a little red one, too. I'm going to get him. How was Keith's birthday party?
Keith's birthday party was fantastic.
Awesome.
Okay, so apparently you can get piñatas. I did not know this. Somebody went, a couple of girls that Keith works with, has worked with in the film industry, went out and they got this unicorn piñata.
Oh, cool.
And it came with like a little, and they also bought a little, it looked like, I don't know if it was like like supposed to be gay pride, but it was a rainbow party hat with ears and a rainbow tail.
Oh.
That he wore. So he had a tail and little horns and ears and a little.
Keith wore?
Keith wore.
Oh.
It was on the unicorn.
And then
so they bought the unicorn piñata.
Right.
Then they bought the little things to attach to it. So he got to wear them.
Awesome.
Then you can stuff the piñata with whatever you want, you see. So they went to Amore for
ice cream?
No, Luann. They went to Amore for your pleasure.
Right.
And Galen filled this thing with, we had condoms and we had lube and we had gay pride jewelry and there were candies and all kinds of stuff.
That sounds like fun.
And so then Keith wanted to break the piñata, obviously. Yeah. And I was like, you get a stick and you put over your head. No, that's not what Keith wanted to do.
Oh, no?
No.
What did Keith want to do?
He got a ratchet strap and he hung the piñata from our clothesline and then he got and he put it right at eye level. I'm like, that's too low. And he said, no. And he got a baseball bat, an aluminum baseball bat. The piñata's made of like little paper. And I'd never
There were condoms all over the neighborhood.
There were. In the neighbor's yard. I'd never seen anybody actually in real life try to hit a piñata.
Me neither.
It's hysterical.
Is
Because
it?
you blindfold him and you spin him and then he's just walking around the yard.
Right.
But yeah, we ended up with a few guests in the hospital, but it was funny as all get out.
As long as we were laughing.
Oh, yeah, his mother has a concussion now, but really.
Sorry, Ma.
No, we all backed up, and he's swinging. So funny. And then he ticked. At one point, his back just ticked the ratchet strap, and we all literally went, oh,
because now he knows where it is.
So he heard. He was like, oh. And then he hit with his blindfold. Well, he whacked that piñata. He decapitated it real good.
Wow.
Condoms and suckers and lube all across the yard, right over the fire pit. Nothing went in the fire pit. Everything went all around the yard, scattered. It was funny. And then he had so much fun because he got to run around the yard and pick everything up. He was like a little schoolboy with condoms and lube.
Happy birthday, Keith.
And candy.
Aw, that sounds so much fun. I don't know why I wasn't invited. I was busy at the hunt camp.
Yeah, that's why. We knew you were going there, so we didn't.
That's why you planned it that way.
No, we knew that we didn't invite you because we knew you were going to the hunt camp. Anyway, it was a lot of fun. Talk about low maintenance guests. We're going to have the barbecue going all day, bring whatever. Nobody brought food. They all just sat. I put out 5 bags of chips and my job was done.
Done, and done. That's my
fabulous
kind of party. Did you drink?
Keith did.
You gotta.
He did pretty well, actually.
Barbecue.
Oh, look, our time is running out. We didn't even talk about anything other than us. It's Bald and Free Day.
It's Free Bald Day?
No, bald and free. If you are bald, celebrate your baldness. Think of the freedom you have. You don't have a bad hair day when you're bald. How much do you save on shampoo and conditioner? You're not spending hours in front of the mirror blow drying your hair.
Ruining the hair that you wish you had.
Celebrate your baldness. And if you know somebody who's bald, celebrate with them.
Go kiss them on the top of their little head.
Yeah.
That would be cute.
Okay, I went and saw The Joker. I'll tell you about that in the next. Yeah.
Shush.
I saw last night. We went for dinner.
You saw it?
We went for a steak dinner, and then while we were having dinner, we said, hey, you want to go? Because he asked me, it was really his birthday. You want to go for the early show? And we did. I'll tell you about it later. You have to stay tuned.
Oh, Keith is saying, by the way, that I was invited.
Is Keith watching right now?
Apparently. You know what, Keith? Thank you for inviting me. Apparently, your partner didn't want to translate.
On the show today, Trish, speaking of film and television, Trish Rainone is here, Canadian actress, producer, director, and friend. Come on back, honey.
All right.
And also Pauline Pennant, Habitat. It's World Habitat Day.
Awesome.
So,
KC Security, thank you so much, you guys. We so appreciate you sponsoring the show every morning
and
for
I
us.
appreciate that you're going to give us the news later.
Yes, I am.
Okay, so all that on Mornings with Luann and Tim right after this.
Past year we've been celebrating our 65th anniversary, dating back to services originating in our community in 1954, which is quite some time ago. It's been a great opportunity this past year to recognize the pioneers, the stakeholders that worked tirelessly to create what we are today. I'm grateful for everything that the families 65 years ago and the people that assembled the organization have done in order for us to achieve the success that we're experiencing 65 years later.
Welcome to the Machine Shop, our historic venue and gathering place for friends and family. Built in 1899 on the site of a Northwest Company trading post. Today we are a go-to venue hosting many expos, concerts, weddings, and more. While you're here, choose one of our dining experiences. Enjoy a quiet dinner at the Mill Steakhouse and Wine Bar, watch a game and try wood fire oven pizza and local draft at the Boiler Room, or treat yourself every day to gelato and local coffee at the Gelato Mill. For more information on the Machine Shop, visit machineshopinc.ca.
I'm gonna move in tomorrow. Okay? Yeah, thank you. Here is to not being homeless.
Hello, ladies.
Second month's rent is past due by like 4 days right now.
Oh, yeah.
Hello.
I'm really sorry we're late on rent.
It's been solved.
Solved?
Right, it's solved.
Where the hell did you find her?
I know. So sketchy.
Isn't it ironic?
Welcome back. Isn't it ironic? Welcome
ironic.
back to Mornings with Luann and Tim. And this, ladies and gentlemen, this is Trish Rainone. How are you?
Hi guys, I'm great. How are you doing?
I'm good. Welcome home for a little bit.
Yes, it's so good to be home.
So
Lots of
Trish,
pizza.
let's tell people a little bit about you if they don't know who you are. You left Sault Ste. Marie to pursue a career in film and television when?
I did 8 years ago, and then ironically, speaking of ironic, we were just talking about ironic things, don't you think? I work up here more than I work in Toronto, and I enjoy that. So so I'm trying to bring more opportunities back here.
You're still kind of based in Toronto, but I mean, you have a large family here, an extended family.
Oh yes.
I mean, I was fortunate enough, thank you very much, Trish and Katie, her partner in crime, on My Roommates and Escort. They cast me in season 2, so I got to do a couple of episodes with you.
Yes,
three
you're
episodes.
fantastic. He plays many characters.
And everywhere we went on location, it was somebody from Trish's family who owned the location we were at. Pretty much.
Yeah, you know what? Family and friends and everyone from the time we did season 1, it was really collaborative, and the Toronto community helped out a lot with season 1.
Yeah.
And then the Sioux community helped out a lot with season 2. Yeah, we were so fortunate.
So Katie, it's Katie's production company, right?
Yep, so it's a Katie Chats Inc. production.
Okay. And how long have you known Katie? How did that relationship start?
Oh, we met, this is a perfect photo that you've chosen. This is where Katie in season 1, Kesha is her character, gives Heather a makeover, and they go out on the town, and nothing goes wrong. You'll have to watch it if you haven't.
Well, if you haven't watched it, it's a web series.
Yes, yeah.
Which is a whole new phenomenon.
Yes.
And now, is that a joint idea for the two of you?
Yes, so we, right.
Yeah.
Sorry.
That's okay.
I'm really bad at listening, and I always cut people off.
That's okay. It's my job to keep you on track.
A part of a big family. Yes, so to answer your question, we actually met at a bar. So that's...
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah, so we met at a bar. It was about, I guess, 5 years ago. But we knew of each other because of the industry, and it's a small industry, and I had respected her and saw her, you know...
You'd seen her work?
Yeah, and going out there and getting things done.
Oh, and that you saw her as a producer as well, that she was going out and creating.
Yes.
This is the thing that both of you have done very well. And
thank you.
That rather than sitting and waiting for projects to come to you or getting a call from your agent, you get out of your chair and you go and make things happen.
Yeah, you have to. That's what you have to do.
Were you guys just sitting talking about this idea, or was it her idea that you joined in on, or what?
Well, we were just talking about life and what our situations and what we were going through, and we thought about doing a dating show because we were both going through all this dating drama, of course, as one does. So we decided we had like a good rift and energy together, so we thought, let's write and produce our own show. Let's get together in 2 days and we'll start writing. We got together, and so that was about 4 years ago.
Where did the premise come from that okay, so it's not unusual to be alone in Toronto and trying to make ends meet, because it's freaking expensive.
Yeah.
So your character, Heather, needs to get a roommate to help pay the rent. Is this true?
Yes.
That was the premise?
Yes, that was the premise.
And then the roommate arrives, and ta-da, it's Kesha played by Katie
Ullman, who's also directing. So we wrote every episode together. We created the concept together.
And the concept is that she is an escort.
Yeah, or she is or isn't.
We never really do.
Yeah, it's hard to my character is trying to decipher that, but we get into some trouble together.
So season 1 was basically based in Toronto. Then season 2, the storyline gave you the opportunity to come back to Sault Ste. Marie.
Yay!
And film here using Northern Ontario talent, Northern Ontario crew.
Yes.
That must make you pretty. You must feel pretty good about this when you come back to Sault Ste. Marie and you look at the people that now you guys are employing. Like creating work for, how many people would you say are involved? Like, I couldn't believe the number of crew and
30, 40?
Right?
Yeah,
because we shot right here in this studio too.
Yes, on the first day 1, we were here.
Crazy, and then also training people. You've got people coming right out of the Sault College program who are actually getting trained as like because that's a way to start, right?
Yeah, doing all sorts of jobs.
What do you call that job?
So many, the camera assistant.
Okay, so you know the guy that does the clack thing? That's a real job.
And so much more, and they do so much more than that
They do that too, and they're also learning about, I mean, I was asking questions like crazy, because I haven't done film until, I did like maybe some
and you were
extra
fantastic,
work.
and you played so many roles.
Oh, start.
Spoiler alert.
But it's so much fun to see and to learn, and I was asking questions of the first AD, saying, so now what are they doing, and what's his job, and what's his job? And he was so kind, he was like, well, he does this.
Oh yes, David Carruthers, he's also...
David's amazing.
Yeah, he's an executive producer, and he's been with us since season 1, and he's got this like calm,
was he the first AD, or was he doing that?
He's keeping everyone in line and scheduling, and he just does so much as an executive producer ultimately.
As well,
and he's a fantastic person. We're lucky to have him on board.
And so now, just recently, this weekend, as a matter of fact, another partner in crime, Bobby Del Rio.
Yes.
Bobby's on the show on Friday. We talked about the acting workshop.
I watched it.
Did you watch the show?
You guys are so good together. I loved it.
So Bobby is a co-star in My Roommate's an Escort.
Yeah.
He's fallen in love with Sault Ste. Marie.
Oh, he loves it.
He sees the potential. He like you, feels like this is a place to really...
This is the place to do it.
So, how did the workshop go?
It went fantastic. So we did an acting workshop this weekend here in Sault Ste. Marie. Algoma Yu, Brian Leahy, and Marissa Ross Cote. They were fantastic. They got us a space there.
Doc Brown Lounge, yeah.
Yes, the Doc Brown Lounge. And
you said you had like from little kids to people my age.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had all ages.
First day was acting, second day was the business of the business.
Well, we ended up splitting. Everyone was so great at the acting activities that we only touched on the business for a little while. We asked them what they wanted, so I went through Casting Workbook with them, which is a site where you go to find auditions.
See, and I didn't know any of that.
Yeah.
By the way, thank you for hooking me up with Janine.
Oh, of course.
We have the same agent now. Thanks
You're
to
fantastic.
You.
How would I not?
I had to learn all about that Casting Workbook stuff. And what's the other one? Actors Access.
And
like,
there's
it's a whole
IMDb,
new world.
and there's all these things.
It's a whole new world because of media, because of
social media, and
which is another
internet,
reason
that
why
thing called the internet. That thing.
But that allowed you to launch your series. I mean, you can do this now.
Yeah, if it was 15 years ago, I wouldn't be able to be a filmmaker because I don't have $40,000 to spend on a camera and then millions of dollars to spend on a studio and a crew and so now it's fantastic. We're in a great era.
The other great thing about working in Northern Ontario is that we do have the Northern Ontario Heritage Fund.
Yes, and they were fantastic.
So this is sort of a way to lure people, to encourage them to bring their films and television to Northern Ontario because they're basically getting a tax grant and
to create jobs.
To create jobs, and we're a training ground. But now we also really do have a local crew. I mean, we have a Northern Ontario crew. Which is why the films can keep coming back.
Yeah, the crew here is amazing. It's like a family.
You're not paying somebody to live in a hotel, and they are in their own home, so that saves you some money when you don't have to import people, right?
Yeah, and it's just there's such a great family of people here.
You have so much on the go. What is there anything else that you want to talk about right now? Okay, so My Roommate's an Escort is launching when?
So that's launching
season 2.
By the end of this year. It'll be launching. We haven't released the date yet, but it will launch.
And you can watch that just like you watch us right now on ONNtv. You watch it on your computer?
Yes,
on
or your cell phone,
or your smart TV.
Sure, yeah.
Right? And then what else is on the go?
I wrote a feature film with Daly Blake Smith, who just passed. So it's been a couple of hard months, now I have to get that feature film off the ground. And I'm writing comedy pilots, applying for funding. I started a production company up here.
What's that one called?
It's called 180 Sisterhood Productions with Rebecca Herron, and we're applying for funding to shoot a comedy here.
Oh my God!
Another comedy.
So
lots of things, lots of writing.
You never stop.
Things. Yeah, directing Milk with Bobby Del Rio.
Well, he talked about that.
Yeah.
That's a short, right?
Yeah, so that's a short, and then hopefully a series or feature.
Oh my gosh.
So the world's developed, and I'm starting with a short, and it's been a great venture, and Bobby's very collaborative. So. What
about My Roommate's an Escort? Is there still more to come?
Yeah, well, who knows what the future holds.
All right.
You're going to have to stick around and find
out. The world is your oyster.
The world is your oyster, Tim.
It's our oyster.
Yes, it's our oyster. Your oyster.
We're going shucking.
Okay, let's go.
This is Trish Rainone.
All right.
Isn't she lovely? Aren't you happy that she's from here and that she's bringing all of this to Sault Ste. Marie? I am.
Oh, I am.
Come back on the show again and tell me more when more stuff happens.
Okay, I will.
Okay.
Okay.
How long are you staying in town now?
I'm going to fly to LA in 2 days.
Okay.
And then spend some time there with some friends, and then come back in December.
All right, cool. Okay. Christmas time.
Yes, Christmas time.
We'll see you then.
Yes, see you then. Let's have Yuletide cheer.
Okay, cool.
Okay, cool.
We'll be back with more Mornings with Luann and Tim right after this. Thanks to Trish Rainone for stopping by.
Thanks for having me. I promise not to knock down the poles again.
She destroyed the set. It's okay.
I did. Yeah, I thought it was real. It's a set. It's cardboard.
It's all fake. It's TV. You should know this.
I thought it was a real post.
Stop talking.
This is ONNtv.
Welcome to the Machine Shop, our historic venue and gathering place for friends and family. Built in 1899 on the site of a Northwest Company trading post. Today we are a go-to venue hosting many expos, concerts, weddings, and more. While you're here, choose one of our dining experiences. Enjoy a quiet dinner at the Mill Steakhouse and Wine Bar, watch a game in Trywood Fire Oven Pizza and local draft at the Boiler Room, or treat yourself every day to gelato and local coffee at the Gelato Mill. For more information on the Machine Shop, visit machineshopinc.ca.
Here, your education is everything, supporting your true sense of purpose. Here, you'll learn from professors who will understand you, who will challenge you, and offer you support on your journey. Here, you'll study programs built on real values: business, technology, science, arts and social sciences, always geared to make a positive difference. Here, you'll have a chance to assist in faculty research, leaving your mark wherever you go. Here, you'll focus on what matters to you and impact the world around you. Algoma University. Come take a closer look.
So since my first guest was all about film and television, let's talk about film.
Okay.
Joker.
Oh, yes. I can't believe you saw it. I didn't know it was here even.
Yes.
Oh.
It's okay.
What? What?
I mean, I find it, I don't know. Everybody's talking about Joaquin Phoenix and Oscar. I found it kind of wanky and self-indulgent.
Wanky.
You know what I mean? Like, just, there's an awful lot of him. A lot.
Well, it's called The Joker.
I know. Also, I have a real problem with these Marvel things and the storylines they create when you've got, how many people have played the Joker now? 4?
Oh gosh, yeah, at least.
Okay, so now they're trying to say this is how he began as the Joker, but when you look at how old this guy is, this character, the character of whatever his name is, Plunkett or whatever, I don't know what his name is. Fleck. Anyway, Arthur Fleck, is that his name?
Anyway, that's the Joker's street
real name. His street, that's his street name. Yeah. He's like, well, how old would you guess Joaquin is? Like, how old does he look? His hair is going kind of black. Like,
I think he's probably about 40.
Okay, so let's say the Joker is 40. Now that's the guy that just punched him.
Yeah.
That's the mayor of Gotham City. His last name is Wayne. In the movie, you get to meet that Wayne guy's son, Bruce Wayne, who becomes Batman.
So there's
in this movie, Batman is about 7 years old.
Right.
And the Joker is in his 40s.
Right.
My question is, how old is the Joker when the Batman is all grown up and he's Batman? 80?
Maybe the Joker
70?
never ages. Tim.
I know
this is a movie, honey. It's not real.
I don't understand how Joaquin Phoenix turned into Heath Ledger, who's younger than Joaquin Phoenix is when he did his Joker.
It's just a movie.
Pisses me off. Oh,
well,
sorry.
You know what?
I shouldn't have said that.
But it's a totally different perspective, isn't it? Doesn't it flash back to why he became, or how he became insane?
I would at least cast somebody who could have been young enough to be Heath Ledger when they grew up.
Well, Joaquin Phoenix doesn't look that much older than Heath Ledger.
Except that Heath Ledger was around when Batman was all grown up. See what I'm saying? This is like 30 years in the past.
You're all about sequencing, eh?
I'm sorry. This prequel stuff makes me batty. Batty Batman.
Joker.
Martin Scorsese says that Marvel movies are not cinema.
Ouch.
Yes. He says it's more like a theme park.
What?
He hasn't seen them. The director, James Gunn, he directed Guardian of the Galaxy, which is, I guess, one of this huge Marvel thing. He said, Martin Scorsese is one of my 5 favorite living filmmakers. I was outraged when people picketed The Last Temptation of Christ without seeing the film. I am saddened that he's now judging my films in the same way.
But he hasn't seen them.
Martin Scorsese hasn't seen the films and he's judging them.
Well, how can he judge?
Okay, the other thing is,
you know what, Marty?
You know how Joaquin Phoenix was all about, I lost 42 pounds for this film, and all about
yes.
Okay, it was so obvious that he loved that he does this thing through the whole film where he's like sucks in his stomach so far in that it really shows off his rib cage a lot. Mm-hmm. And it's like anybody could do that. You're just doing that because you want to look super skinny. I just felt like, I don't know. It was okay.
Wow.
I wasn't like, oh my God, this film is fabulous.
I'm so going to see it now so I can contradict you.
Okay, go. It's also set in the 1970s, which so try to figure out the timeline. Good luck, everybody. I guess it's just not real life.
I guess it isn't. Who's coming on the show, Tim?
Pauline Pennant after the news.
Oh yes, awesome. So we're going to take care of some news.
Humanity, yeah.
Coming up right after this commercial break. So stay with us. Mornings with Luann and Tim.
Recently, the government of of Ontario established a $100 million affordability fund to help Ontarians who don't qualify for low-income conservation programs ease the burden of their electricity bill. Whether you rent or own your home, as long as you pay your electric bill, you could qualify. There are 3 levels of support available. The first is a home energy kit with upgrades like smart power bars and LED light bulbs. The second includes Energy Star appliances that help keep things cool during the hot summer months. The third is for electrically heated homes so that your power bills don't break the bank during those long Canadian winters. Plus, all upgrades, including installation, are completely free of charge. Visit affordabilityfund.org or call 1-855-494-FUND to find out if you qualify.
Since 1899, the Machine Shop has been a unique space for innovation and creativity. Once a leading pulp and paper company, the Machine Shop was built by Francis H. Clerg, which later became part of St. Mary's Paper in 1984. After the closure of St. Mary's Paper in 2011, the Machine Shop spent 4 years vacant. In 2015, the Machine Shop reopened their doors to the community for the first time. From weddings to galas to concerts and festivals, the one-of-a-kind venue has something for everyone. We are proud to work with the community and local nonprofits to host major events such as Festival of Trees, Pearls and Plaid, an evening at Hogwarts, and more. While you're here, wind down at the Mill Steakhouse and Wine Bar for a quiet dining experience, or watch a game and try a wood fire oven pizza and local draft at the Boiler Room. Don't forget to save room for house-made gelato and baked goods at the Gelato Mill. For more information on the Machine Shop events, history, and restaurants, visit machineshopinc.ca. 3 great places, 1 historic venue.
The Ontario government has reached an 11th hour deal with the CUPE union representing 55,000 educational workers in the province. As a result, for both school boards in Sault Ste. Marie and Algoma districts, business as usual this morning. Education Minister Stephen Lecce said the deal represented an incremental success as contract talks with the major teachers' unions continue. The union says it was able to secure modest wage increases and maintain its existing sick leave plan. That was a sticking point for the school trustees. A strike would have seen 55,000 education workers take to the picket lines while hundreds of schools shut their doors. During this evening's meeting, Sault Ste. Marie City Council will be asked to approve an amended bylaw which will allow rideshare programs to operate here. The report is in response to a council resolution dated back to September 26th, 2016. Ride-sharing companies are subject to the same licensing fees as taxis, limos, and shuttle buses. A number of municipalities have ride-share companies operating in their communities already, like Ottawa, Hamilton, Thunder Bay, and Sudbury. The Algoma Fish and Game Club hosted their 2nd annual Fall Kids Fishing Day. With help from sponsors, the Algoma Fish and Game Club are able to provide rods, tackle, and bait completely free of charge for registered children 14 years of age and under. ONNtv stopped by the event at Kinsman Park yesterday.
So we're at Kinsman Park, thanks to the partnership with Kinsman Park, and we're having today the Kids Fall Fishing event. Our presenting sponsor is Kiwanis Club of Lakeshore Foundation.
Right.
Yes. And what's here is we have Sioux North Archery Club, we have the Sioux Search and Rescue, we have the MNRF, and we have other volunteers that are helping to put an event for kids to enjoy and be able to catch some fish, learn about the outdoors, and things like that. Kids are our future. So you get them involved early, you teach them about the outdoors, they gain an appreciation for the outdoors, and they'll want to have help to have sustainability of that resource and allow for the future.
Well, Kiwanis' mandate is to help children. It's all about the kids and our youth, and there's not a lot of programs for the youth. And so when we seen it was for 14 and under, we thought, you know what a great fix.
When we started it originally, we wanted it to be an annual thing. So the first year was a success. We had 293 kids. And then when Kiwanis stepped up and said they'd be our presenting sponsor, it was a perfect fit and gave us the flexibility to be able to grow it and have way more people involved and more things for the kids to do.
We're having a giant pumpkin festival, Sault Ste. Marie's. It's our 7th annual festival, and we have a really good turnout today.
Saultites came out to enjoy the Algoma Farmers Market's 7th annual Pumpkin Festival at the Roberta Bondar Pavilion on Saturday morning. Activities included the Saturday Farmers Market as well as family story time and crafts, live music from Victoria Jones, face painting, and more. The Algoma Farmers Market also partnered with the Sault Ste. Marie Public Library and the City of Sault Ste. Marie to host the annual Pumpkin Weigh-Off.
The event just keeps growing and growing. The pumpkins are getting bigger and bigger too. We wanted something to draw people to the farmers market. It's a nice community event, so Algoma Farmers Market, City of Sault Ste. Marie, and it's nice to have everybody come together, and the kids love it. And we had the public library did children's activities and that, so it turned out really well.
Yeah, I won last year. I won first, second last year, so good.
This pumpkin is big. Like, how do you do it?
Good seed, so that's why I'm cutting it open, so everybody can get a good seed. Good soil, good fertilizer, lots of water. I'm happy that kids can have fun with it. I just love to garden, and I'm glad that I was able to get 2 to bring to the show today.
Coming off of a sloppy start to Saturday's matchup against the Wolves, which eventually cost them 2 points, the Hounds were back at it yesterday afternoon against the Peterborough Petes. The Greyhounds would not fare any better in their Sunday game, dropping it 4-3.
This past year, we've been celebrating our 65th anniversary, dating back to services originating in our community in 1954, which is quite some time ago. It's been a great opportunity this past year to recognize the pioneers, the stakeholders that worked tirelessly to create what we are today. I'm grateful for everything that the families 65 years ago and the people that assembled the organization have done in order for us to achieve the success that we're experiencing 65 years later.
Welcome to the Machine Shop, our historic venue and gathering place for friends and family. Built in 1899 on the site of a Northwest Company trading post. Today we are a go-to venue hosting many expos, concerts, weddings, and more. While you're here, choose one of our dining experiences. Enjoy a quiet dinner at the Mill Steakhouse and Wine Bar, watch a game and try wood fire oven pizza and local draft at the Boiler Room, or treat yourself every day to gelato and local coffee at the Gelato Mill. For more information on the Machine Shop, visit machineshopinc.ca.
In your home, lighting is just as important as style.
With PowerView Motorization from Hunter Douglas, you can schedule your shades to light up the room. Create privacy, or both, automatically. No hands required.
So your shades will always be in the right place, at the right time, in style. And it's only from Hunter Douglas.
Recently, the Government of Ontario established a $100 million affordability fund to help Ontarians who don't qualify for low-income conservation programs ease the burden of their electricity bill. Whether you rent or own your home, as long as you pay your electric bill, you could qualify. There are 3 levels of support available. The first is a home energy kit with upgrades like smart power bars and LED light bulbs. The second includes Energy Star appliances that help keep things cool during the hot summer months. The third is for electrically heated homes so that your power bills don't break the bank during those long Canadian winters. Plus, all upgrades, including installation, are completely free of charge. Visit affordabilityfund.org or call 1-855-494-FUND to find out if you qualify.
Here, your education is everything, supporting your true sense of purpose. Here, you'll learn from professors who will understand you, who will challenge you, and offer you support on your journey. Here, you'll study programs built on real values: business, technology, science, arts and social sciences, always geared to make a positive difference. Here, you'll have a chance to assist in faculty research, leaving your mark wherever you go. Here, you'll focus on what matters to you and impact the world around you. Algoma University. Come take a closer look.
One of my favorite people in the whole world, Jimmy Carter, former president of the United States, had a bad fall, poor guy.
Didn't he just turn 95?
Yeah, just days ago, turned 95, fell at home, had a black eye and 14 stitches.
Whoa.
Yeah, so hopefully he's feeling much better. You know what happened the day, and then that night he was at a concert that he promised he would introduce. He and his wife were there together. So
after the fall, he still went out and the stitches?
Yes, imagine.
There's this thing, there's a group in town called the Sioux Rising Stars. Mm-hmm. They're a group of senior citizens performers. They're sort of sponsored by Algoma Public Health and Safe Communities Partnership. It's really neat. They get together and they do senior safety, and they do skits and stuff, and they write clever songs, and they go out and they tour around. They go to nursing homes. They go to different events. You can book them for your service group party, service group meetings. They'll come and they'll entertain and talk about safety. One of the biggest things is slips, trips, and falls.
Yes.
For seniors.
Yeah.
And there's all kinds of things you can do that they have safety tips. You can actually go to Algoma Public Health online. It's really worth it. Things like scatter rugs, no scatter rugs.
No, get those out of there.
Bathrobes with floppy sleeves, no when you're cooking, because seniors can get burnt fire. Extension cords, proper lighting, there's handbars, there's so many things. And actually there are people who will come into your home and help you do those things.
That's so awesome.
To safe-proof your home. So
because
keep that in mind.
that there's a lot of people feel like it's such a huge step to get there, and it's not necessarily the case.
And one of the goals is to keep people living in their homes as long as they can, right, without having to move. So it's a matter of just adapting and making sure that they're safe. So that's safety in the home is I think it's one of the biggest accident.
Apparently
you don't call them accidents because they can be prevented.
Yeah, apparently the bathroom is like the place, and I would imagine the kitchen must be,
rubber mat. You can get a rubber mat at the dollar store for $2.50. Get one. You know what I'm saying?
Put it in the bathtub for your mom and leave it there.
Yeah. How's your mom, by the way?
She's good, actually. We went to see her, of course, when we were in Espanola. 83 years old, just awesome.
Good for her.
She's so good. By herself in a house still.
Good for her. Next week I'm doing a segment because it's Fire Safety Week next week.
Yes.
And we've already filmed the segment. I learned how to use a fire extinguisher. It's very interesting.
Oh.
But the one thing that I did learn also is when you finish setting off a fire extinguisher, it smells like Espanola.
I'll feel so at home.
Yeah. If you ever get lonely, just set off a fire extinguisher. Go, sulfur.
Or if you have a house fire and you need to use it, call me. I'll come over. We'll smell it together. Remember last week I was telling you how Taylor Swift, her mom videotaped her.
banana?
after her LASIK surgery, she was still stoned, and she was going on and on and on about this banana. It's not the one I bring. Well, anyway, Bieber and her over the years have had some conflicts.
Justin Bieber?
Yeah.
What were they having conflict?
Yeah, well, they sort of never, she's a really good friend, if not the best friend, of Selena Gomez.
Oh, ex.
So, yeah, so, there was always some conflict there.
Okay.
Well, his wife was on camera doing something for YouTube, and he kind of photobombed her and went into the kitchen behind her and screamed as loudly as he could, had a banana, "This isn't the one I wanted!"
Oh, really?
So making fun of her.
Oh, that's funny though.
It is funny.
That's
I hope Taylor thought that was funny, because I thought it was
They're
funny.
all grown up now. They should all get along.
She was on, just real quick, SNL. I just watched her, the 2 numbers she did. She did Lover at the piano, just her and the piano. Dead on.
Okay, I'm gonna watch it.
You gotta watch it, because seriously, she can do it.
Okay, okay, I'll take your word for it. I will watch that and I will report back. Maybe I'll like it better. Don't get me wrong, I like Joker. And he's a good actor. I just found it was a little
It's too late now, you hurt his feelings. He called and
I'm gonna go have to hang out with Martin Scorsese now.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's Pauline Pennant now.
Yes.
It's World Habitat Day. Stay tuned for this interview right after this.
Here, your education is everything, supporting your true sense of purpose. Here, you'll learn from professors who will understand you, who will challenge you, and offer you support on your journey. Here, you'll study programs built on real values: business, technology, science, arts and social sciences, always geared to make a positive difference. Here, you'll have a chance to assist in faculty research, leaving your mark wherever you go. Here, you'll focus on what matters to you and impact the world around you. Algoma University. Come take a closer look.
Recently, the Government of Ontario established a $100 million affordability fund to help Ontarians who don't qualify for low-income conservation programs ease the burden of their electricity bill. Whether you rent or own your home, as long as you pay your electric bill, you could qualify. There are 3 levels of support available. The first is a home energy kit with upgrades like smart power bars and LED light bulbs. The second includes Energy Star appliances that help keep things cool during the hot summer months. The third is for electrically heated homes so that your power bills don't break the bank during those long Canadian winters. Plus, all upgrades, including installation, are completely free of charge. Visit affordabilityfund.org or call 1-855-494-FUND to find out if you qualify.
One of my favorite guests is back, Pauline Pennant.
Thanks, Tim.
From Habitat for Humanity.
Yes.
Happy World Habitat Day.
Thank you. We're so excited.
So tell me about what's going on today, why we're celebrating, what we're celebrating, and some of the achievements that have happened because of Habitat for Humanity.
Okay, so United Nations has actually declared today as National Habitat Day.
Okay.
Or World Habitat Day.
Mm-hmm.
And Mayor Provenzano has declared it Sault Ste. Marie Habitat Day as well.
The declaration.
The declaration, yes. So Habitat started in 1985 in Americus, Georgia. The very first restore actually opened in Canada in 1991 in Manitoba.
Okay.
And since then we have 100 different restores in Canada alone.
100 across, I didn't know
100
that.
across Canada. Habitat is operating in 76 different countries.
Around the world?
Around the world. Yes.
But okay, wow.
I said I don't even think I could name 76.
No.
We have. I'm just checking my cheat sheet.
Yeah, check your cheat sheet.
There is.
You can hold that.
Oh, thank you.
No one cares if you cheat. I cheat all the time.
Thank goodness.
Yeah.
Okay. So there's been $42 million in social benefits last year alone in the home ownership program.
Wait a minute, $42 million like in all the countries in the world, or
Canada?
In Canada alone?
Canada, yes.
42, that was from Fur and Feathers Friday.
Yes, so by getting people in homes that they can afford, the social housing crisis goes down, the use of food banks go down, children and families are healthier.
Go down because people are eating in their own homes. They're not having to go and they're not homeless.
And they're not paying as much for their mortgage or for the rent.
Oh, because
because right now 17.8% of renters in Canada pay more than 50% of their income to rent.
Oh no, really?
Yes.
I remember when I was growing up and getting ready to move out of the house, I was about 18 years old. I remember my father sitting me down and talking about budgeting, and he was saying, ideally, your rent should be a quarter of your income.
Yes, exactly.
And these people are spending more than half?
Yes. So
that's awful. How do you?
And you can't. And when you get a Habitat home, we do no more than 30% of the income. We try to keep it in Sault Ste. Marie around 25%.
That's exactly where it's supposed to be.
Yes, exactly.
And now, to qualify, you would go to Habitat for Humanity. You fill out the forms.
Yes.
You have to 500 hours of sweat equity.
Yes, we call it volunteer hours now, but same thing.
Yeah, you're putting actually effort into because it's going to be your home.
Exactly. And if you can't volunteer at the build site, you can volunteer in the store. You can volunteer at events.
All kinds of opportunities.
Yes, exactly.
So, okay, give me some more statistics. Some other great numbers there.
In Canada, we've helped over 3,600 families.
Wow.
We're on family number 11.
And that's just since 1991.
Yes.
What family number here?
11.
And you're on build number?
We're build number 11.
Build number 11.
Yes.
Is this the duplex or is that done?
This is the duplex.
Okay.
This is the second half.
Second half of the duplex. Okay.
So 1 in 8 households in Canada have a core need, which means they're inadequate, they're not suitable, or they're not affordable.
Oh.
So it could be they either need a major renovation or the pipes are gone, or the roof is gone, or the foundation's cracked.
Or this, insulation or whatever, yeah.
Or it's not big enough for the family.
Okay.
Or they're paying more than 30%.
1 in 8?
1 in 8.
Oh my gosh.
Which is sad. So that's why Habitat is so important.
The landfill, too. Let's talk about the environment.
Yes.
The benefits to listen to this. How much they get out of the landfill. They save?
Ooh.
How much is it?
Where did I write that?
42? No, that wasn't it.
Where did I put that?
The tons.
Oh, it was 40,000 or 40,000 tons.
40,000 tons saved from going in landfills because people are going to the restore rather than throwing it in the garbage.
And that was last year in Canada alone.
1 year in Canada, 40,000 tons saved from landfill.
Yes. So every dollar and we take all the stuff in, every dollar that somebody spends at Habitat Restore, there's a $4 social benefit.
1 in 4 return. You spend $1 at the restore, $4 social benefit in return. It's all good news.
It is, yes.
Volunteerism is a big part of Habitat for Humanity, isn't it, Pauline?
We could not build homes, we could not run the restore, we could not do anything without the volunteers.
So volunteers make it happen, fundraising makes it happen.
Yes, exactly.
You do that through the 50-50 draws?
50-50 draws, the shed draws, the Great Dog House.
Those shed draws I love when I go by and see them. Now those people building the sheds, some are volunteers, some are workers, or are they all?
They're all from Ontario Works and Sioux College, so they're going back to school, and they come onto our property and build the sheds to get some construction experience.
So the shed build, then you do the, what's the other fundraiser you do?
The Builders Bash.
The Builders Bash.
Yes.
When's that coming up?
That's coming up November 29th.
Oh, you'll be back on the show to talk about the Builders Bash later.
Yeah.
Now, to celebrate today, World Habitat Day, you're doing something special in the store?
Yes, we're open until 7 o'clock tonight.
Okay.
And because October 7th, we're open till 7.
Oh, cool.
And everything in the store is 25% off.
Go on. So if you're working on a project in your home right now, or if you're moving somewhere and you need furniture, or appliances,
exactly. Even the blue sticker items, which are brand new items, are 25% off today.
If you haven't been to the Restore, you will be amazed at how many things come in an original box.
Exactly. Yes.
Because you get donations from corporations and businesses.
Do. We're very lucky that way. Yes.
25% off. Okay. Yes. Now, and if people want to volunteer, is there a website coming into the store? What's the best way to get a hold of you to say, I've got some time? This is a great
Well, they can either come into the store and ask for me.
Pauline
They
Kennett.
they can do www.habitatsult.ca.
Okay.
Or they can call 941-9646, extension 224.
Okay. The doghouse build.
Yes.
That was sort of in cooperation with the Humane Society.
Yes.
It was a strange time. We just had the floods.
Oh, yes.
And the Humane Society was going through some issues. But you had about 16?
We had 7.
7 teams.
Builds, yes, 7 builds.
I saw one in the parking lot with a little chimney on it, the little heart.
Oh, yes. Wasn't that adorable?
So cute. Were you able to make some money?
We did. We made around 4,000.
Seriously?
Yes.
That's fantastic. That goes a long way,
It
right?
does, yes.
So how else do you spend the money that comes in through these fundraising opportunities?
Well, it all goes into the Habitat home ownership program. And dollar for dollar. So if you came in with a $100 check today, that $100 goes right to building a home.
It does?
It does. Anything that's donated, so if we're looking for corporate sponsors as well.
Oh, are you?
Yes. So if they come in and they give us, a check, it goes right to building a home.
Pardon me, the Builder's Bash.
Yes.
Do you do door prizes and stuff for that?
Yes, we have a very exciting door prize this year. We'll talk about more when we
But if other people want to donate?
We are looking for donations for auction items. Yes.
Fantastic. Good to know.
Yes.
Thanks for being here. Happy World Habitat Day.
Thank you, Tim.
Thank you for all you guys do for the community and for, the world.
And hopefully we can do it for many, many more years.
Many, many more years.
Yes.
All right. Pauline Kennett, Habitat for Humanity. We'll be back to say goodbye with Luann right after this.
Since 1899, the Machine Shop has been a unique space for innovation and creativity. Once a leading pulp and paper company, the Machine Shop was built by Francis H. Clerg, which later became part of St. Mary's Paper in 1984. After the closure of St. Mary's Paper in 2011, the Machine Shop spent 4 years vacant. In 2015, the Machine Shop reopened their doors to the community for the first time. From weddings to galas to concerts and festivals, the one-of-a-kind venue has something for everyone. We are proud to work with the community and local nonprofits to host major events such as Festival of Trees, Pearls and Plaid, an evening at Hogwarts, and more. While you're here, wind down at the Mill Steakhouse and Wine Bar for a quiet dining experience, or watch a game and try a wood fire oven pizza and local draft at the Boiler Room. Don't forget to save room for house-made gelato and baked goods at the Gelato Mill. For more information on the Machine Shop events, history, and restaurants, visit machineshopinc.ca. 3 great places, 1 historic venue.
Here, your education is everything, supporting your true sense of purpose. Here, you'll learn from professors who will understand you, who will challenge you, and offer you support on your journey. Here, you'll study programs built on real values: business, technology, science, arts and social sciences, always geared to make a positive difference. Here, you'll have a chance to assist in faculty research, leaving your mark wherever you go. Here, you'll focus on what matters to you and impact the world around you. Algoma University. Come take a closer look.
I wanna
Isn't that a great picture?
You know, I wish so many of these buildings, I wish they had been preserved. Imagine if that were still standing in Sault Ste. Marie today.
And that sign there says,
beer orders taken here. That's the old Smith Falls Brew House. You can see the Sioux Falls stack there. Oh dear. Oh, those were the days.
Yeah, those were the days.
Yeah, okay, Edith. Tomorrow is Tuesday. You gonna come back?
Yeah, I'm gonna come back. Are you coming back?
Yeah, I'll see you around, I don't know, 7?
Yeah.
Do a show around 8?
Yeah, okay, that sounds awesome.
I got
for
some
me.
good guests lined up.
Excellent, can't wait to see. Casey Security, thank you so much for sponsoring the show for us this morning. Have an awesome Monday.